presently in Oreri. Oreri is in Anambra State, Nigeria. And I'm trying to see a historic statue that explains some kind of history of the town. And of course, the Ofianri. Ofianri is a sacred bush that you don't cut. So, let's see how it goes. So I was recently in Oreri. Oreri is in Agwata local government area of Anambra State, Nigeria. And while on a tour of the town, I saw this historic image, historic sculptural work. And I made inquiries and discovered that these images here had a lot to say about the history of Oreri. Now you can see a dwarf in front of an Eze, that is a king. In Igbo language, dwarfs are called Waka, Wanshi, Aka, or Nshi, depending on the dialect you're using. But here in Oreri, that image you're seeing in front of the king is Akanri, that is Wakanri or Akanri, that is to say the dwarf that belongs to the king. So what is the history of dwarfs in Oreri? History has it that back in the olden days, dwarfs were avoided in this area of Igbo land and of course many other parts. That dwarfs were avoided, they had this stigma because the gods punished their ancestors because of probably a wrong deed, and that was why they did not completely grow like other men. So Wakas, that is dwarfs, were avoided. They were kind of a stigma. So when people saw them, they avoided them. But in Oreri, they were accepted. In fact, one aspect of history has it that the Ezenri in Oreri accepted them and they were made the servants of Ezenri, and that way they were accepted in the town. Now note that Ezenri is a stool, not a person. Ezenri is an office, just like you find some communities having Igwe as their traditional ruler. So in Oreri, they don't use Igwe. What they use is Ezenri. So you have different Ezenris. Ezenri is an office. So this image you're seeing here is Ezenri. What I could not completely confirm was the particular Ezenri, but I actually got information that this is likely the first Ezenri in Oreri, that is the progenitor of Oreri. That's what I heard. And then this Aka you're seeing in front, or Waka you're seeing in front, is the servant of the Ezenri in Oreri. So anytime you find yourself in Anambra State, maybe Agwata local government area, just take a trip to Oreri and then get to the middle of town. You will see this sculptural work representing the Ezenri and the Waka that was serving the Ezenri. Now, interesting history about Waka in those days is that because people used to avoid them, because they had the stigma, one aspect of history has it that during the time of war in Oreri, the Wakas in that town played crucial role in protecting people in the town. There was this story that a particular war broke out and people of Oreri ran to a particular shrine, hid in the shrine, and only Wakas, that is the dwarfs, were outside waiting for the warriors to come. Of course, they cannot fight the warriors, but the fact is that when the warriors came and saw them, they avoided them. Remember, people avoid them because they believe they had magical powers. They believed that these were mysterious people. So when warriors came and saw these Wakas outside, they avoided them, and that way people of Oreri were protected. So this is actually a part of history. There might be other stories, but this makes the story of Wakas in Oreri town very interesting. The most important thing is that in Oreri there is this interesting sculptural work representing the Ezenri Oreri and Waka. Very nice artwork and historic indeed.